Good morning, respected teachers, judges, attending parents, and students. I'm Vidyan Singh from class 4th A. Today, I stand before you to embark on a journey of words and imagination. Imagine a world where our thoughts come alive, where we can imagine different pictures in our minds. I invite you to join me to explore lens of creativity, emotions, and adventure through the power of storytelling. So please welcome our today's judges. Mrs. Ginny ma'am and Mrs. Bhagwan. I would like to extend a warm welcome to each of you and thank you for taking the time to join us today on this special occasion. Clap. So let's begin the competition. कल्पित गोपाल का कम Kavish and Putana, please be ready. With a big round of applause. Mula Moni की क्लास चाली बजे की note after every participant. We are not going to clap after every participant. Yes, Kalpit, start. Good morning. Good morning. You continue, Kalpit. Good morning, teacher. अरे आवाज आ रही है ना बोलो हमको आ रही है आवाज गुड मॉर्निंग टीचर स्लो का चो माइक गुड मॉर्निंग टीचर एंड द my name is Guru Baba. My story is Union is history. One day there was a farmer. He had a fortune. They always quarrel with one another. This made farmer unhappy. One day he told all sons and give sticks and said, try and break the stick one by one. Try and break stick easily. The farmer gave a bundle of a stick and said said, try and break the stick. One by one, try and try. Do not break the stick. The farmer says, do you understand this mean? The, if you remain united like this bundle of stick, no, like this bundle of stick, no one can harm you. Thank you. Well done, girl. Our next participant is Kavish Bhardwaj. Respected teachers and my dear friends. Respected teachers and my dear friends. I am Kavish Bhardwaj from 4th A. Today I am going to narrate a story. The title of my story is Two Frogs. Once upon a time in a beautiful forest, there were a group of frogs that lived in the vast pond. One of the frogs was deaf, but she never felt frustrated with herself. She was always happy. One day, the army of frogs decided to trek across the woods. While hopping around, two of them, including the deaf frog, fell into a pit. When the other frogs realized how deep the pit was, they told the two frogs that they had no hope of getting out alive. The two frogs inside the pit peered around but were unable to find a way out. One of them said, let's jump out. But the other frogs asked them not to. You are going to die. They screamed again and again. The field frog ignored the screams and attempted to jump out of the pit, but they kept falling back. However, after some time, one of the frogs paid attention to what the others were saying, became terrified and gave up. He collapsed and fell to his death. The deaf frog kept on jumping as high as she could. Finally, she sprinted a little and made it out of the pit. And made it out of the pit. Why didn't you heed us? The other frogs asked. The deaf frog replied, as she was deaf, she thought that they were encouraging her to live without her strength. This story teaches us a valuable lesson about overcoming obstacles in our life. It encourages us to have full faith in ourselves. Thank you.
इसका स्टोरी 20 सेकंड एक्स्ट्रा चला है बच्चे आप लोगों को 2 मिनट्स प्लीज 2 मिनट्स डोंट आस्क फॉर एनी एक्स्ट्रा टाइम अभी आपका 2 मिनट्स होते ही विल सेंड यू बैक अदर स्टोरी ओके कुंदना है नेक्स्ट
Kavish, that was a very nice story. I would request everyone to give a huge round of applause.
Don't them afterwards.
Our next participant is Kundana Mukhogo. Hello everyone, good morning to one and all. My name is Munna Purja. I am from Vortex. My story name is Unity is Strength. Once there was a black poisonous snake. He lived in a tree hole near a rice field. He is very proud of his strength. He killed, bite and scare others. There was a termite hill at some distance from the snake's hole. Every day the termites came out of their nest in search of food. The snake eats some of them. But on the other side of the field there was an ant hill. The ants were very careful and afraid of the snake. One day, the greedy snake decided to enter the termites' hill. The termites' hill was very narrow on the top of the tree. He tried and tried, and he injured his body and soon started bleeding. And the termites saw that and started attacking the snake. The snake tried to escape from the termites. A group of ants saw the snake and started attacking. A group of ants bit a mighty snake. The moral of the story is where there is unity, there is strength. Thank you. Our next participant is Vansh. Good morning, teachers, judges, and my all dear friends. My story is The Little Rabbit and the Cruel Lion. Once upon a time, there lived a greedy, cruel lion in the jungle. He always used to kill many animals as his meal every day. One day, all the animals called a meeting and they decided that they would send one animal to the lion as his meal for the day so that the lion could not kill the other animal on that day. They sent this proposal to the lion. The lion was also agreed to the proposal. One day, it was the little rabbit's turn. The little rabbit was clever. He thought a plan to kill the lion and he went very late. The lion was angry. The lion said to the rabbit, "Why are you so late? I am very hungry." The rabbit said to lion, "Your Majesty, forgive me. Another lion tried to kill me." The lion said furiously, "Another lion in this jungle? Impossible! I am the only one king of this jungle." The rabbit took lion near the well and said, "Look into the well." The lion saw his own reflection in the well and he thought that it was another lion, and he jumped over into the well and he drowned into deep water. This way, the rabbit saved the life of all the animals. Thank you. My moral of the story is wisdom is real knowledge. Our next participant is Rupeka. Hello teachers and my dear friends. My name is Rupeka Ghosh. I study in class 4 and my roll number is 34. I am going to narrate the story of the two frogs. One day, two frogs were hopping inside a house. A long hop landed them into a churn of milk. They swam like the vessel round and round and tried to escape from there. But it was impossible for them to hop above the vessel without a solid support. To prevent themselves from drowning, they kept on swimming. They both were exhausted. They thought that we are going to die anyways. The first frog said, "I am very much tired. There's no hope of living now. In any case, we are going to die in the end." The first frog gave up and soon drowned. The second frog did not give up. He thought, "I should continue till I can." He kept on swimming round and round. This continuous movement turned the milk and the solid butter separated from the starch. He took the support of the solid butter and hopped out of the vessel. The moral of the story is until the end, never give up hope. Thank you. Our next participant is Palash. Respected teachers and my dear friends, name of my story is A Balloon Blower. In life, sometimes we learn through our own experience. Today, I am going to share you my own experience. Story begins on the day when I was extremely thrilled. Do you know why? Because my father had promised me to take me to a village fair. I was super excited, and luckily my father came early that day and we were all set for the fair. Frankly speaking, my life was full of fun and enjoyment. I was mesmerized by the colors, giant wheel, lights. I was in cloud nine. I got so many toys. Then suddenly, I lost my mother's grip. I lost my way. My parents were panic stricken. They started to search for me. Fortunately, one police noticed me and guided me towards my mother. Her eyes filled with tears and her heart filled with joy. She hugged me, but I was speechless. When I saw a boy selling balloons, I started to cry. My mother bombarded me with questions, but I did not utter a word. Friends, I am going to tell you what happened that day. When I lost my way, I was surrounded by darkness. Then I saw a dim light and peeked in the hut. I saw a small girl blowing balloons and her sick mother was on her bed. I said, come on, let's play. She said, having fun is only for rich people. I blow balloons and my brother sell it. From that money, we buy medicines for our sick mothers. I was shocked. Never imagined this side of life. Those who blow balloons cannot even play with it. I kept the bag filled with toys outside the hut and then police noticed me. I pray God. Those who blow balloons.
Why your time is already total 1 minute ऊपर गई है.
Our next participant is Pandan. Good morning, Good morning, everyone. I am Spandan Kumar Hota from 4th. Today, I present to you one of the childhood stories of Abdul Kalam. Abdul Kalam lived on the Mosque Street in Rameswaram, a city famous for its Shiva temple. Every evening, on his way home from the mosque, he would linger near the temple. He always felt like a stranger there, as the temple ghosts stared suspiciously at him. They probably wondered what a Muslim boy was doing in front of a temple. The truth was, he loved to listen the rhythmic chanting of the mantras. Though he doesn't understood a word, there was strange magic in them. Of course, something else led him there. It was his best friend, Ramananda Shastri, the son of the head priest. Ram would sat beside his father that hour reciting hymns. At school, Ram and Kalam always sat together in the first bench of their classroom. They were like brothers. However, being a Hindu priest's son, he wore a sacred thread, while Kalam's white cap marked him as a Muslim. One day, when they were in standard 5th, a new teacher came to their class. He looked very strict. He came around the class, tapping his cane on his palm, and stopped before them and said, You, one with a white cap, how dare you sat beside the temple priest's son? He shouted, Go, sit in the last row. Kalam felt hurt. With tears in his eyes, he picked up his books and shifted to the last row. Ram and Kalam wept silently after their school. When they thought they would not be allowed to be friends anymore. When Kalam reached home, his father saw Kalam and said, Were you crying, son? What happened? He asked. Kalam recounted the whole story to his father. Ram also told the story to his family too. Next morning, Ram came up running to Kalam's house and said, Father has told you to come to our house immediately. Kalam was terrified. He
Time
thought
exceeded. You have exceeded time more than 2 minutes. 1 minute और ऊपर हो गया. Next.
our next participant is Farali. Good morning. My name is Farali Deepakmade from 4th test. My story name is Robin Jay and the birthday party. Let's start. Jay is always tight. His things are in order, like his books and his toys are kept in her cupboard. Robin Jay's best friend. He is really opposite. He didn't care his things. One day at home, his mother shouted at him, "Why do not you don't care your things like your toys are everywhere." At school next day, the teacher said, Your handwriting is bad. You have to improve your handwriting. When you don't improve your handwriting, you get detention. come. He said, why you don't dress neatly and why you late? He don't say anything. At home, his mother said,
टाइम हो गया स्वराली स्वराली बेटा आपका कहानी 2 मिनट से ज्यादा होगा आपको बीच में ही पूरा किया जाएगा
our next participant is unable sir.
नहीं प्रकृति
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Ane Bansal and I'm going to tell the story of the sick lawyer and the fox. One day, an old lawyer realized that he was too old for the food. He was sure he would die soon. He, as he walked slowly to his home, he was sad and told everything to a bird. Soon then, everyone knew the lawyer's sad story. So one by one, everyone visited the lawyer. Lawyer was old and weak but wise too. He as each animal came, he would catch them and eat them. One day, early in the morning, a fox came. He slowly walked to his home and standing there, he asked that he was feeling any better. Hello, my best friend, said the lawyer. The, I am old now and please tell me some kind words because I'm gonna die soon. While the lawyer was talking, he saw to the ground and said, sorry, my friend, I'm too nervous. I need to go now
third standard
because I see many footsteps of the animals coming to your house, but many not going out, and he ran away. The moral of the story is he is wise who is born by the mistake of others. Thank you.
Our next participant is Pranay Jadhav.
Hello, classmate.
रवि बहुत अच्छे से बोला ठीक है थोड़ा माइक रवि स्पीक लाउडली ना
Hello, classmate.
why second standard
My name is Pranay Jadhav and my story is how a roti is the largest Indian empire. Well, in 355 BC, Alexander the Great retreated from India. An ambitious scholar by the name of Chanakya wanted to with the throne of a second king named Dhanananda. So, let's see what happened. Srila Maurya was a great king.
second standard किसका है
After some time, after some time, Chandragupta Maurya was defeated by Chanakya. So, the finally, the ruler, he made an alliance. They made an alliance with a lot of kings in the north. The most important alliance was the Himalayan kings. After they conquered a chunk of land, now they wanted to end the Gupta Empire. They invaded and directly seized the empire capital, Patliputra. After some time of battle, they lost. Once Chandragupta Maurya is going on a walk. A child that had usually donated from the edges, not from the center. The center is too far. He got an idea. This decided to make
second
from the edges
standard
first. Then he made the edges
apple and then call it
then seized They want. The moral of the story is even small things can matter for some large things. And do the easier thing first, then do the hard thing.
Come here. Malak, I'm calling you. Yes. एक मिनट हम लोग आते तो श्रीमान sit here. रमेश you can come here. One minute. इसको ले गया स्टॉप करिए. सृष्टि तेरे दो भी जगह के इस क्लास में. बट कौन सा कर रही है सृष्टि के साथ? Okay, पहला क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट.
Are you running for the girls? Today I am going to tell you a story about the dedication of Eklavya. Eklavya was a young boy living with his tribe deep inside the forest. His aim in life was to become the best archer of the world. He wanted to be the student of Guru Dronacharya. But when we asked about it to Guru Dronacharya, he got refused due to his low birth status. Despite this, he created a statue of Guru Dronacharya and practiced archery every day in front of it. Soon, he became a skilled archer. When Guru Dronacharya learned about this, they got afraid that a tribal boy will surpass his best pupil, Arjun. So he called Eklavya and asked him for donating his right thumb as Guru Dakshina. Without any hesitation, Eklavya cut off his right thumb and gave it to Guru Dronacharya. Guru, but later that day, he was not able to be the best archer of the world. But even today, he is praised as the for the Guru Dakshina he gave and also remembered as a devoted student. So the moral of the story is always love and respect your teachers. Thank you. Our next participant is Vinayak.
Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. My name is Vinayak Joseph and I am going to tell you a story about Conrad. My grandmother is very bright and affectionate. She is a great storyteller. She taught me the values of life through her stories. I spend my time with my grandparents every evening. I learn many new things important for my life through them. Once my grandmother told me a story of how Lord Krishna punished Pandrak, the false god. Pandrak was the king of Kundra kingdom. He considered himself the real Vasudeva and incarnation of Lord Vishnu. He challenged Lord Krishna either to battle with him or come under his shelter. His story appears in various Puranas and Mahabharata. Uh, Even though Pandrak was a pompous brat, but he was not a coward. When Pandrak and his army attacked Lord Krishna, Lord Krishna fiercely struck back by killing his entire army. Lord Krishna then cut off his head with Sudarshan Chakra. Thus, the false Vasudeva, Pandrak was killed by real Vasudeva, Lord Krishna. But the moral of the story is one should live in reality, not form and show. That may cause serious consequences. Thank you.
Nice.
Well done, Vinayak. Our next participant is Srishti. Good morning. My name is Srishti Amarnath. I am from class 4th 5. Today I am going to tell you the story about a lesson from a father to his daughter. Once upon a time, a daughter complained to her father that her life was miserable and that she didn't know how she was going to make it. She was tired of fighting and struggling all the time. It seemed that just as one problem was solved, another one soon followed. Her father, a chef, took her to the kitchen. He filled 3 pots with water and placed each on a high fire. Without saying a word to his daughter. After 20 minutes, he turned off the burner. He took the potatoes out and placed them in a bowl. He then boiled them, and he also boiled eggs, and he also boiled coffee beans. Then, after 20 minutes, he took the potatoes out and placed them in a bowl. He took the eggs out and placed them in a bowl. He then balanced the coffee and placed them in a cup. He then asked her, "Daughter, what do you see?" "Potatoes and gunpowder," she hastily replied. "Look closer," he said. She did it and noted that they were soft. He then asked her to take an egg and break it. She did and observed the hard boiled egg. Finally, he asked her to sip the coffee. Its rich aroma brought a smile to her face. She asked, "Father, what does this mean?" He then explained that the potatoes and coffee beans had faced the same adversity, the boiling water, but each one reacted differently. Eventually, the potato went in strong, hard, and unrelenting. But when it came out of the water, it was soft and weak. The egg was fragile with its thin outer protecting shell, protecting its liquid interior. But when the egg came out of the water, the inner part of the egg became hard. However, the coffee beans were unique. Except of being destroyed, it changed the color of the.
Time is over. You have taken 100
Our next participant is Ayush.
Good morning. My name is Ayush.
Good morning.
My name is Ayush Kumar Singh. My story's title is The Donkey and the Tiger. Once upon a time, in a jungle, there lived a donkey and a tiger. One day, they both started arguing. The donkey said, "The grass is blue." But the tiger said, "No, it is green." The donkey said, "I have been eating the grass from childhood. It is blue." The tiger said, "No, I have been playing in the grass from childhood. It is green." The donkey said, "Then let's go to the king. The king will only decide." When they reached the king's court, the donkey started first. The donkey said, "Your Majesty, you know that the grass is blue, but still this foolish tiger is saying that it is green." The lion said, "Yes, of course I know the grass is blue. The tiger shall be punished. He shall be sent out of the jungle for 2 months." After the donkey left, the tiger asked, "Your Majesty, you know that the grass is green, but why did you punish me?" The lion said, "I have not punished you because the grass is blue. I have punished you because you were arguing with the donkey." The moral of the story is, we cannot convince a foolish person. Thank you.
Well done, Ayush. Our next participant is Alia. Good morning. Today I am narrating the story The Wooden Ball. Once upon a time, an old man went to live with his son, daughter-in-law, and 4-year-old grandson. The family ate together in the dining table. Due to old age, the old man's food would spill on the table, floor, and on his clothes. So the wife and the husband became irritated with the mess. So finally they set a table in the corner for him and served his food in a wooden bowl. The grandfather was very hurt, but he tried not to show it. The grandson saw this and decided to do something. One day, the grandson was playing with wood scraps in his room. The father and mother called him for lunch. They saw him and asked, "What are you doing, son?" The son said, "I am making 2 balls for you, one for Papa and one for you, Mama. You will have to eat your foods in this when I grow up." The words so struck the parents that they were speechless. They both, knew what to do.
table. If a spoon was spilled or food was spilled, no one could notice it. The moral of the story is love, care, and respect for your parents. Thank you.
Our next participant is Sudiksha.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to narrate a story named Brainless Donkey. In a jungle, there lived a lion and his assistant, the jackal. The lion hunted the animals and the jackal helped him. One day, the lion broke his leg while fighting with a wild elephant. The lion could not hunt for many days. Both the lion and the jackal were dying of hunger. So, one day, the lion advised the jackal, if you can manage to bring any animal here, then I will attack him and we both can satisfy our hunger. On the way, the jackal met a donkey. He grinned and said, oh dear friend, I was in search of a suitable minister for the king lion, and I think you are just the right person for this post. Please come with me and grace the desired post. The donkey was after all a donkey. He could not see the plot behind the jackal's statement and readily accompanied him. When they reached near the lion pounced upon the donkey and killed him at once. Both the lion and the jackal were happy on this success. When the lion was about to eat the donkey, he felt thirsty. He asked the jackal to guard the spoil and went to drink water from the nearby pond. In the meanwhile, the hungry jackal, who was unable to resist his hunger, ate out the brain of the donkey. When the lion returned and started eating the donkey, he found the brain missing. He asked angrily, where is the donkey's brain? The cunning jackal replied, your Majesty, the donkey does not have a brain. If he had any, would he come here? The moral of the story, a cunning person will always be cunning. Thank you.
Wow, what a nice story, Sudiksha. Our next participant is Pooja.
Good morning. Today I am going to tell you a true story of a boy called Narendra. One day, the name of the story is Fearless Narendra. One day, Narendra was playing with his friends in his neighborhood. They all were adventurous and were climbing a champak tree. The fearless Narendra loved to climb the tree and dangle on its branches. One day, one old man saw Narendra dangling. Being worried, he went near the tree and said, children, what are you doing this? It is very dangerous. Narendra, please do not climb and dangle on the tree. Narendra replied, sure, Dadaji, but can I ask you, why are you saying this? The old man was worried and afraid of children falling down from the tree and getting hurt. So he said, a Brahma Rakshas live on this tree. He will catch it if you climb this tree. Listening to this, Narendra respectfully nodded and did not say a word. Then all the children went to their home. At home, Narendra kept thinking of what the Dadaji told him about Brahma Rakshas. Next day, with friends, he went near the tree and started climbing it. In fear, his friend shouted, Narendra, what are you doing this again? Please do not climb this tree or Brahma Rakshas will
come and catch you. Narendra laughed and replied, don't believe everything you hear. If this story was true, I would have been caught a long ago. We must try to find the truth. Uh, Dadaji told about Brahma Rakshas and he was worried about us. So friends, from now we shall take care while playing on the tree. So friends, do you know who this fearless boy is? He is world's famous religious teacher and philosopher Swami Vivekananda ji. So friends, moral of the story is always seek the truth and also respect our elders. Thank you. Wow, what a nice story. Our next participant is George.
Good morning, good morning, respected teachers, judges, and my dear children. My name is Jyotsna Tiwari. The title of my story is Three Brothers. Mohan, Sohan, and Rohan were three brothers who lived near a jungle. One day, Mohan set off to the jungle to collect wood. After tying the wood in a bundle, he sat down to eat lunch. Suddenly, a dog appeared and said, I too am hungry. Please share a food with me. The Mohan ignored the dog. After finishing his food, he turned to pick up the wood bundle, but it was gone. Surprised, he went home anyway. The next day, Soham went to the jungle to collect wood. When he opened his lunch box, the snake got rubies in plate. So, Soham said, Roti. Who obeyed his order? When he finished his food, he he got empty-handed. The wood having disappeared, Mike produced. Now it was Johan's turn. When he sat down to eat, the same house previously. Johan said politely, you must be starving. Have my tiffin. After the dog covered every device and said, I took away your brother's bundle for being heartless. Contact to them. You are so kind. Ask for a wish. Woman request. I wish we all could live in a good land. The dog smiled and vanished. Thereafter, Rohan's family never lived in a hard life again. The moral of the story is no one has ever become poor by giving. Thank you.
Wow, our next participant is Anusha.
Respected teachers and my dear friends, I am Anusha S. Joshi from class 4Y. Today I am going to narrate a story titled The Foolish Donkey. Once upon a time there was a merchant named Mohanlal. He sold all kinds of seasonal goods such as jaggery, cotton, salt and other spices in his small town of Bridgepur. He purchased the goods from the city market and then sold them in Bridgepur. Bridgepur was far from the city and on the way he had to cross a jungle and a river. So Mohanlal had a pet donkey called Tolu who helped him in carrying the goods from the city market to Bridgepur. It was summer and Mohanlal had got many orders for salt. He purchased salt and loaded on the donkey. He said to the donkey, come on Tolu, walk fast. We need to reach home before sunset. As they were crossing the river, the donkey slipped and fell into the river and the bags containing salt got soaked in water. You know what happened? Some of the salt in these bags got dissolved in water. When Tolu stood up, he felt lighter. This made Tolu much more comfortable and he breezed through the rest of the way to Bridgepur. Next day, Mohanlal again purchased The donkey thought and said to himself, today I shall deliberately fall into the river. My load will get lighter. And so he sat down in the water. He kept on doing this for next 2 or 3 days, and Mohanlal lost lot of his goods. Mohanlal slowly understood that Dolu is trying to trick him. He decided to teach him a lesson. Next day, they again set out for the market. That day, Mohanlal purchased cotton from the market. As the river approached, Dolu smiled and said to himself, what a pity! The master has loaded only a small weight today, and once I taken it, there would be hardly any weight left on my back. With added happiness, he went down in the water. But as Dolu tried to stand up, to his horror, he just could not. The load felt very heavy. With great difficulty, Dolu dragged himself back home. He was very tired and felt
Our next participant is Alika.
Good morning. My name is Alka Singh. The title of the story is The Camel and the Baby. One day, a camel and a baby were chatting. The baby asked, Mother, why do we have arms? Her mother replied, the arms are for carrying water so that we can survive in the desert. Oh, said the child. And why do we have understood for that? Because they are meant to help us to walk comfortably in the desert. Alright. But why do we have long eyelashes? To protect our eyes from the desert dust and sun. The baby camel thought for a while and said, so we have humps to store water and rounders feet to walk comfortably for the desert journey and long eyelashes to protect our eyes from the desert storm. But what are we doing in again? The mother camel was dumbfounded. The moral of the story is your strength, skill, and knowledge is useless when you're not in right place. Thank you.
Well done, Alika. Our next participant is Rashid.
good morning everyone. I'm Rashi.
Mike.
Good morning, good morning everyone. I'm Rashi. Good morning everyone. I'm Rashi Samu from Port One. Today I will narrate a story. The name of the story is The Peacock and the Nightingale. So here it goes. In the deep forest, there lives a large variety of birds, animals, fruits, and flowers. There also lives a beautiful peacock who danced beautifully in the rain. While dancing, he started to sing, but his voice was not beautiful as his body. He felt sad and started to cry. In the same forest, there also lived a nightingale. The nightingale came to the dog and asked, oh my dear friend, why are you sad? Why are you crying? The dog said, oh my dear friend, I don't have a beautiful voice like you. I wish I had a beautiful voice like you. Then the nightingale said, what because you think I'm lucky to have a big voice when people ask, is it your voice? And then they find me a tiny bird. It is not beautiful as my voice. Nothing, my friend. Although I have beautiful voice, not a beautiful body like you, but I really sing happily. And I thank God for giving me your nice voice. We took a thought for a while and realized that the nightingale was right. I should never complain about my bad voice. I should never complain about my bad voice. And thank you God for giving me the nice voice. Thank you. And
Our next participant is Netra.
Good morning. My name is Mitra Sandesh Palshekar. I am from class 4th Y. My story name is Denali and Golden Mangoes. One day King Krishnaram Deva was in a sorrow mood. He said to his Guruji, though I was a king, I was not able to fulfill my mother's last wish to eat mangoes. When Guruji heard this, he thought that he will make the king full and, and fulfill his greed for gold. He said that if he donated golden mangoes to all the pandits in the city, his mother's last wish will be fulfilled. When Tenali heard this, he thought to teach a lesson to Guruji. When king was donating mangoes, Tenali came and said, His Your Majesty, I also want to fulfill my mother's last wish. Can you please tell Pandit to help me out? The king replied, Why not? Same time, the Guruji thought this is another approachment. So he also replied, Why not? Guruji, Pandits and Tenali went to Tenali's house. They saw a iron rod heating up. They asked, Tenali, what's this? Tenali replied, My mother's last wish was to fulfill my mother's last wish was to burn her legs and get relief from pain. Now come one by one and help me out. The Pandits realized their mistake and gave all the golden mangoes to Tenali Rama and ran away from his house. Tenali Rama gave those mangoes to King and King also realized his mistake and thanked Tenali for opening his eyes. Moral: greed is bad and make someone full to fulfill your greed is bad gesture. Thank you.
Our next participant is Leah.
Good morning.
जल्दी जाओ start
Good morning. My name is Nihira Bhargava. I am from 4th Y. I am telling a story named House of Gold. Sarah was a rich woman. She had so many cars, wonderful dresses, and a big house. Yet she never satisfied. She always wanted more and more. She said to herself proudly, I have so much wealth, I can buy anything. One day, she decided to buy a house of gold. She went to many people and asked, please help me, a shop sells house of gold. But no one could help her. That night, a fairy godmother came in her dream and asked some questions. Do you help the needy? Do you teach the poor children? Do you take care of the old? Confused Sarah replied, No, I don't do these things. Fairy godmother said, If you will do these things, you will get a house of gold. Thus, Sarah started doing these things. These good deeds make her very happy. Now she's content in her heart. Now she knows what the fairy godmother wants to say in her dream. The moral of the story is if you will help others is the best treasure of your life. Thank you.
बहुत ज़्यादा ताली है.
It was a very nice story, Nitya. Our next participant is Dishant.
My name is Nishan Ravindra Patil. I am from 4th Z. Today I am telling the story. The Innocent Camel. One day, Lion lived in the forest. He had three servants, the leopard, the fox, and the crow. One day he was searching for the meal. He saw a strange animal. He told the crow and said, "Who is this strange animal?" The crow then came back and said to the lion, "This strange animal is camel. They are delicious, very delicious." The lion said, "No, I will not eat him." All agreed with this and treat the camel like others. One day, elephant came to the forest and there was a huge fight between lion and elephant. When the lion came back, the lion was injured. Lion said, "Go and find animal," but they did not find even a single animal. The fox said, "You can eat camel and satisfy your hunger." The lion said, "No, I would not eat him." The fox again said, "What if camel offered himself?" The lion agreed with this. Next day they came back and one by one offered them. Camel thought lion also refused himself. He came in the front of the lion and said bravely. Just that lion found him and killed the camel. All four enjoyed the meal. The moral of the story is don't trust anyone.
Our next participant is Amrita.
Good afternoon, respected teachers and my dear friends. Today, I will tell you a true story from India's freedom movement. There was a boy. He was 12 years old. His name was Chandrasekhar Tiwari. Once, he was sitting in the class. After some time, he heard the slogans. He took permission from his teacher and went outside to see what was happening. It was a rally for freedom movement. Suddenly, there was a change in the situation. Some British officers were attacking the crowd. The young patriotic boy felt angry to see this. He took a stone and hit the British officer. The next day, police submitted the boy to the court. The judge asked the boy, "What's your name?" The boy replied, "My name is Asad." "What's your father's name?" The boy replied, "Swadhi Naga." "Tell me your address." The boy laughed and replied, "I want to be in jail." The judge ordered to beat the boy 12 times with a wet leather rope. It was so hard that his skin was torn, but he did not have tears. He cried loudly, "Vande Mataram." For every beat, his voice increased. "Vande Mataram." The boy was none other than the great legend Chandrasekhar Azad. August is the month of freedom. Let's make a strong decision to value our nation and never forget the sacrifices from those who gave us freedom. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Wow, Amrita. It was a very nice freedom story. Our next participant is Arjun.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sanjay. I want to tell one story. The moral of the story is rich people cannot understand others' problem. A teacher was teaching in a primary class. Every student was paying attention to the teacher. The teacher was pleased to see that the children were taking interest in their studies. The teacher said to the students, "Can you write an essay on the subject of government?" Yes, said all the children. "But you have to complete the essay in 30 minutes. Whoever writes best will be given a surprise gift," the teacher said. All the students agreed and started writing. They finished the essay in 30 minutes. They finished the essay within the specific time. The teacher checked the notebooks of all the children. He asked the student to read his essay loud. Sonia thought her essay to be best. She began reading her essay. A man named Rana lived in a larger house. He was very poor. Rana could not pay his salary to his driver, so his driver was also poor. Rana cook lived in his house was also poor. Rana had three servants, but all of them were very poor because they got very little salary. So the poor man Rana lived happily in his house. Every children laughed at to his contents of the essay. Sonia could not understand why she became a strong laugher. He asked the teacher, "Is there is any wrong in my essay?" The teacher said, "Oh no, in fact, you are so innocent and I'm glad of the real world that you do not know what is poverty." Then the teacher made then the teacher explained to her what is poverty means. Thank you.
Wow! Our next participant is Shruti.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shubham. Today I'm going to say a story about a farmer and a bell. One day, a farmer was looking for a water source for his farm. When he got a well from his neighbor, the neighbor, was cunning. The next day, when the farmer came to draw water from the well, the neighbor refused to let him take any water. When the farmer asked why, the neighbor replied, "I sold you the well, not the water," and walked away. The sad farmer went to a king or for asking a justice. Birbal, the king called Birbal, one of his knights and his courtier. Birbal said two questions to the farmer, to the neighbor. Why did you send the well to the farmer and the farmer cannot draw water from the well? The neighbor replied to Birbal, "I sold you the well to the farmer, but not the water well empty. So he has no right to draw water from the well." Realizing that his plan, Birbal said, "Look, since you have sold the well to the farmer, then you have no right to keep water in the farmer's well. Either you pay rent to the farmer or take it out immediately." Realizing that his plan has failed, the neighbor said sorry and went home. Moral of the story: cheating will not get you anything. If you cheat, you will take it soon. Thank you.
Wow! It was a very nice story, Pratishtha. Our next participant is
कुशल जायसवाल कुशल नहीं आया
नाम वो प्रेजेंट है बट वो नहीं है स्टोरी को
लेना नहीं है उसको
नहीं का
ठीक तो प्रतिष्ठा प्रतिष्ठा
Good morning, respected teachers, and hello, my dear friends. Today, I am going to narrate a story, The True Friends. Once there were two friends, a squirrel and a puppy. They used to live and play together. The squirrel was very saucy and always won the game. The puppy used to feel bad and thought that it was of no use. One day it started raining heavily. The squirrel was in high spirits. He started doing antics, but suddenly he lost his balance and fell in the rain water. He called his friend the puppy for help. The puppy came to his rescue. The squirrel climbed on its back and reached a safe place. He thanked his friend for saving his life. Moral of the story is always have confidence in yourself. Everyone is unique in its own way. Thank you.
it was a very nice story, Pratishtha.
Shelly, Shelly. चलो चलो नेक्स्ट
Our next participant is Chetali.
चलो चेताली शुरू करो
Respected teachers and my dear friends, my name is Chaitani Singh, and today I am going to tell you a story about a curious kitten named Mia. The Curious Kitten's Adventure. Once upon a time, in a cozy little village, there lived a curious kitten named Mia. Mia had soft, fluffy fur, and big, bright eyes that sparkled with curiosity. She was always eager to explore the world around her. One sunny morning, Mia was looking out of the window and saw a colorful butterfly. Its wings were like a rainbow and it danced gracefully in the air. Mia decided to follow the butterfly and see where it would lead her. Mia scampered after the butterfly through the fields of flowers and babbling brooks. The butterfly led her into a dense forest where the trees towered above like giants. The butterfly led Mia deeper and deeper into the woods. Mia realized that she was lost. As the sun began to set, Mia's excitement turned into worry. She curled up under a tree, feeling scared and alone. Just then, from a nearby branch, eh, just then, a wise old owl named Oliver hooted from a nearby branch. Hello, little one, hooted Oliver kindly. Lost are you? Mia nodded, her eyes filled with tears. Yes, Mr. Owl. I followed the butterfly here and now I don't know how to find my way back. Oliver hooted softly. Curiosity is a wonderful thing, but it's important to be mindful of where it takes you. Let's work together and find our way back. Oliver guided Mia using his
next teacher Google
Our next participant is Google. Good afternoon everyone. I am Bhupen Basu from 4th Z and today I am going to tell you a story written by Mark Daniel. The title of my story is The Midas Touch. Once there lived a king named Midas who really loved gold. One day God appeared before him and asked him to wish for anything. Being greedy about gold, Midas said, everything I touch should turn into gold. God granted his wish and said, from the next day, whatever he will touch will turn into gold. Midas was very happy. The next day, he woke up early and went around touching everything and turning them into gold. After a while, he felt hungry and picked a piece of bread to eat. But the piece of bread turned into gold. To quench his thirst, he picked a glass of water, but the glass of water also turned into gold. As Midas was thinking what to do, his daughter rushed to him, and when Midas touched his daughter, she turned into a gold statue. Miserable and teary eyed, Midas no longer wanted the gold. He prayed to God and adored for his grief. Pleased by Midas' prayer, God asked him to wash his hands from the nearby river. When he returned from washing his hands from the nearby river, he found that everything he had turned into gold and turned back to normal. So, the moral of the story is
Greed can be destructive. Also, there are many things in life which are more important and precious than gold or riches. Thank you.
Wow, it was a very nice story to hear. Our next participant is Tejas.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tejas Punna, and I'm going to tell you a story about a father and a very lazy boy. The title of the story is The Value of Hard Work. A successful businessman was the father of a very lazy boy. The boy would not help anyone around in the house. One day, the father thought of an idea. The father said to his son that you will only have meals at night, and if you earn anything throughout the day. The boy was the boy knew that his father was not joking in his seriousness. The next day, the boy asked his mother for help. The mother also felt sorry for him and gave him a gold coin. At night, at the dinner table, when his father asked him for the earnings of the day, the boy showed the gold coin. The father knew that the gold coin was given by his mother, so he told him to throw the gold coin in the river. The boy threw the gold coin in the river without hesitation. The next day, the father sent his wife to his parents' house. When the boy woke up and he realized that his mother was not there, so he went to his grandfather. The grandfather also felt sorry for him and gave him a gold coin. At the dinner table, when his father asked for the earnings, the boy showed the gold coin. The father knew that the gold coin was given by the grandfather, so he told him to throw in the river again. The, the boy again threw the coin in the river without hesitation. The next day, the father told his grandfather about his plan. From that time, the grandfather didn't give any money to the boy. The boy had no choice but to go to the market, where a shopkeeper could give a job. The shopkeeper said, "If you carry these loads of fruit, then you will earn 3 silver coins." The boy agreed. After finishing,
Our next participant is Kartika.
Good morning, good morning, dear teachers and my friends. Good morning, my dear teachers and my friends. Today I am going to tell a story that is called Hope. Once on a cold winter day, Akbar and people were walking by the lake. Out of curiosity, Akbar stopped and put his finger in the lake and immediately took it out, saying, "I don't think anyone can sustain a night in this cold water of the lake." Akbar promised a sum of 1,000 gold coins to whoever could spend a night in this cold water of the lake. Soon, a poor man came forward and spent the entire night in the cold water of the lake. In the morning, when the poor man came to the court to collect his reward, Akbar asked him what made him able to stand in the freezing water whole night, and the man replied, "My lord, I kept looking at the lamp that was burning at a distance on the roof of your palace, and spent the entire night looking at it." On learning this, the emperor refused to offer the reward because he felt that it was the heat of the lamp that helped the man. Then the poor man sought help from Birbal. Next day, Birbal didn't go to the court. When Akbar sent a messenger asking about him, Birbal told him that he had put some polenta on fire and will come as soon as it's ready. This intrigued Akbar, and he came to Birbal's house and found the polenta pot hung high in the air with a small fire burning on the floor. When Akbar said that this heat can't reach the pot,
People suggested that similarly, the heat of a small lamp can't warm the poor man with the lake. Akbar realized his mistake and gave the reward as promised to the poor man. The moral of the story is a ray of hope is enough to inspire the one who is ready to work hard. Thank you.
Our next participant is Arjun.
Good morning, teacher and my dear friends. My name is Arjun Singh. I am from Hotel. The title of my story is The Dog's Tale. There was a lazy farmer. One day, while plowing the field, he found the lamp. He thought it is a magical lamp and started rubbing it. And to his surprise, a jinn came out. The jinn said, "Ha, ha, ha. Majesty, I am your slave. I will do all of your work. But if you leave me with no hope, I will run away forever." The farmer was very happy. He, he told to dig a well. The farmer thought he will take a lot of time, but as soon as he blinked his eyes, the jinn was back. The jinn said, "Ha, ha, ha. Majesty, I have done the work. Give me another work or I will run away forever." The farmer was shocked and told the jinn to plow the field. The farmer ran to his mother for help. His mother was an intelligent lady. The farmer's mother told advised the farmer, "In our house there is a dog with a curly tail. Whenever the jinn has no work, ask the jinn to straighten the dog's tail." The farmer asked the jinn to straighten the dog's tail. The jinn thought it's such an easy work. He pulled the tail of the dog, but as soon as he left it, it back again. The jinn tried this hundreds of times, but didn't succeed even one time. The farmer has found the solution. Moral of the story: intelligence are better than strength. Thank you.
Wow, it was a very nice story, Arjun. Our next participant is Tanvi. Respected teachers and my dear classmates, my name is Tanvishri Saipriya from 4th J. I am going to tell a story. The title of the story is The Value of Life. A man went to the God and asked, "What's the value of life?" God gave him one. God gave him one stone and said, "Find out the value of the stone, but don't sell it." The man took the stone to an orange seller and asked the value of the stone. When the orange seller saw the shiny stone, he said, "I will give you 12 oranges for this stone." The man apologized and said that the God has asked him not to sell it. Further ahead, the man went into a vegetable shop and asked the seller the value of the stone. When the seller saw the shiny stone, he said, "I will give you one sack of potatoes and give you the stone." The man again apologized and said that he can't sell it. Further ahead, the man went into a jewelry shop and asked the jeweler the value of the stone. When the jeweler saw the stone under the lens, and he said, "I will give you 50 lakhs for this stone." When the man shook his head, the jeweler said, all right, I will give you 20 crores for this stone." The man explained that he can't sell it. Further ahead, the man went into a precious stone shop and asked that seller the value of the stone. When the precious stone seller saw the big ruby, he laid down a red cloth and put the ruby on it. Then he walked in circle around the ruby and went down and touched his head in front of the ruby. "From where did you bring this priceless ruby from?" "Even if I sell the whole world and my life, I won't be able to purchase this priceless ruby." Stunned and confused, the man returned to the god and told him what had happened. "Now tell me,
What is the value of life? God? The answer you got from the audience seller, the vegetable seller, the jeweler, and the precious stone seller tells the value of life. You may be a precious stone, even priceless, but people may value you based on their level of.
Wow, it was an excellent story, Tanvi. Our next participant is Advija.
Good morning, respected judges and teachers. Today, I am going to tell you a story about a hawk and his family. Once upon a time, there lived a hawk on a tree. He had no friends and was very sad and lonely. One day, he met a beautiful she-hawk. He liked her so much that he asked her to marry him. The she-hawk said, "I will marry you only on one condition. You must have friends." The hawk said, "I don't have any friends, but I will make some friends soon." On his way, the hawk met a tortoise, eagle, and a lion. He asked all of them, "Will you be my friend?" All of them agreed. After getting such lovely friends, the hawk went straight to the she-hawk and asked her, "Now I have won a few friends. Now will you marry me?" The she-hawk agreed. After some time, they decided to have babies. The she-hawk laid some eggs. When the eggs hatched, two sweet little baby hawks were born. They all lived happily in their nest. One night, three hunters came and sat under that tree. One of the hunters said, "What a bad day! We haven't been able to catch a single animal today." One of the hunters said, "Let us go and catch some fish from the lake." They tried a lot but failed. They were very tired and thirsty, so they drank some water from the lake and decided to rest under the tree for the night. They also lit a small bonfire. The heat and smoke reached the hawk's nest. The baby hawks felt uneasy and started crying. Both the hunters heard their cries and stared at each other with disbelief. "Are there birds in the treetop?" They decided to climb the tree and find out. The she-hawk quickly woke her husband up and said, "Quick, quick, get some help. We are in danger. Go and call your friends for help." The hawk at once went to the tortoise.
Wow, Advija, you told us a very nice story. Our next participant is Aryan.
Good morning, teachers and my dear friends. My name is Aryan Dalfale from 4th grade. My story name is The Ugly Tree. Once upon a time, in a large forest, there grew many different trees, such as mango, teak, oak, neem, etc. There was one tree that had a crooked trunk. It looked very ugly compared to the other trees, and the other trees used to tease it. "Oh, you're an ugly tree, ugly tree. Oh, you're an ugly tree, ugly tree. Oh no, you're such an ugly tree." The poor tree was very sad. "Oh God, why should you make me so ugly? Why I'm not beautiful like other trees?" One day, a woodcutter came to the forest and he saw the crooked ugly tree. "Oh, this crooked tree is not useful for me. I will cut down all the other straight trees." He cut down all other straight trees except the crooked tree. Except the crooked tree. Thank God! My ugliness saved my life. We do not blame God for our troubles. God has always reason for everything. The moral of the story is never blame God. There is always reason behind good deeds. Thank you.
It was a very nice story, Arya. Our next participant is Yukta.
My story is The Fox and the Stone. Sorry. My name is Yukta and I am from 4th Z. My story is The Fox and the Stone. The fox and the stork were very best friends. They, the fox always teased with the stork. One day, the fox told the stork to come at 5 o'clock at his home. The fox, he stork, can you come at my house for dinner? The stork said, yes, I will come. So the stork came to the fox's house. But when the stork came to his house, he noticed a little thing. So the dish was very flat. The fox said, I have made some soup for you. So then the fox said, let's start. Then the fox started drinking the soup. But the stork could not because of its very long beak. It only can wet its tip of its beak. Then when the fox was finished, he said, "Oh, you didn't like it, right?" So then the stork said, um, uh, uh, then the stork said that that you can come at my house at 5 o'clock. So the fox came at the same time. Then he realized that he got pranked himself because the stove made soup, but it was inside a large narrow vessel. The stove started drinking and then the fox said, I couldn't bring this soup. I can only reach my tummy. Then the stork said, my dear friend, you tease me always. So I am teasing you only. Moral of the story, never tease anyone.
It was a very nice story, Yukta. Now, I would like to hand over the mic to my friend Mitakshi.